Hey there, I'm Christine Collins, and I wanted to give to you today a little bit of an insight for you to consider as you go into this beautiful, fresh, sparkling new year. You may come in with a lot of expectations for yourself, high hopes, goals, and intentions. And I just wanted to tell you that it's okay to move slowly as you begin to kind of step into whatever the energy of this new year is going to look like and feel like for you. And also, I wanted to share with you the little guide that I'm using for myself. Back when I was in high school, I had one teacher who really made an effort to make learning history easier for all of the students who that was maybe not their favorite subject. And he always had this little thing that he taught us called KISS, KISS. And he used to say, keep it simple, stupid. Now I've changed it to keep it simple, sweetheart, because there's no reason for us to be calling ourselves stupid. But really, when it comes down to having these giant goals and intentions, often centered around being more consistent with things like content and all of the different systems and processes that we've created for ourselves working in our businesses, consistency really is very important. And I have a lot of other videos that talk about why that is the case. So I won't get into that too heavily now, but the snapshot version is that there is a large percentage of your audience that really needs to see you, hear from you on a regular basis in order to form a relationship with you and with your content, and to begin to consider you as someone who is an expert in your area and who is worthy of their attention. And so really having an ongoing relationship using your content in a continuous way, in a reliable way, in a way where they come to really depend on seeing you and hearing from you is very important in developing that relationship. So that being said, when it comes to being consistent, it's really important that you find ways to make that sustainable. It's like with anything, if you think about like wanting to make a change in your health or in your diet or in your exercise routines, when you create something that's like this glorious, big, giant thing that you're going to do differently every single day, you may be able to maintain that for a 30-day period or even a 60 or 90-day period, but chances are very good that in less than 6 months, you're going to fall off somewhere because it's not sustainable. It's too much to manage because in order to have those really sweeping, giant kinds of plans, what ends up happening is that it has to become like this number one thing that you're revolving the whole rest of your life around. And that doesn't work because you also have family and household and personal and health and all these other things that are a part of your life that also compete for your attention. And so when this one thing, whatever that is, your new health goal, your new content goal, when it has to have this giant place in the mix, it's not going to be sustainable. So the simpler you keep it, the more sustainable it'll be over the long term, and the more consistent you'll be able to be over the long term. And that's why I like to model things on that keep it simple, sweetheart, that KISS plan, where you figure out what the key things are that you need to do, and you figure out what your priorities are. And then you, and sometimes you and I together, find ways to boil it down into the simplest possible structure that you can actually keep up with on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a quarterly basis, however it is that you're laying out your plan. And that way it'll be much, much easier for you going into this fresh, exciting new year in order for you to keep that consistency. So I hope that you have found this to be useful and helpful. Once again, I'm Christine Collins. If you are interested in a little bit more support or you'd like to check out some of my freebies or my blogs, you can go to transformcreate.com. And in the meantime, I hope that you have an absolutely magical and creative rest of your day.